Welcome everybody to What's the 411? This is the show that keeps you updated on today's and tomorrow's current events. So let's check out what's going on right now. All right, ladies and gentlemen, my mic was off for some reason here. My apologies. All right, we're going to go back to this article. Okay. My apologies here. So if you happen to hear this, hopefully I'll put it in the comments in the description. You might have to fast forward, or I'll set this up actually. All right. I will actually do that. My apologies. So we're going to go to this article, okay? As you guys can see right here. All right. Sometimes when you go live, things happen, but it's okay. We'll definitely get it taken care of. All right. So again, Virginia police officer fired after anonymous donation to Kyle Rittenhouse Defense Fund. A high-ranking Norfolk, Virginia police officer who donated to the defense fund of Kyle Rittenhouse has been fired from the police department. Kyle Rittenhouse is the man charged with the murder of 2 Black Lives Matter protesters in Kenosha, Wisconsin. Now, I glazed over that pretty quick. So again, you have this Norfolk, Virginia police officer who's a lieutenant who donated to Kyle Rittenhouse to his fund. All right. And Kyle Rittenhouse is the man charged with the murder of 2 Black Lives Matter protesters in Kenosha, Wisconsin. And if my memory serves right, I think originally police had drove right past him. He lifted up his hand or did some kind of hand signal or something like that. You guys can always correct me on it and let me know exactly how it went down. But my memory serves right. Police officers he put his hands up in a certain way and they just drove or went past him. But then I guess eventually came back and got him. Interesting how things happen when it's certain types of people doing crimes, right? It's kind of interesting. According to the Guardian newspaper, on Friday, Lieutenant William Kelly, who served as the executive officer of NPD's Internal Affairs Division, made an anonymous $25 donation to Rittenhouse's defense in September. However, Kelly used an official email address linked to himself, the Guardian reported. The revelation came after a data breach of the Christian crowdfunding site called Give, Send, Go, which showed official email addresses belonging to many police officers and public officials. The information was shared with the Guardian by the transparency group Distributed Denial of Secrets. Now, before I go on, the revelation came after a data breach of the Christian crowdfunding. So is this who Kyle Rittenhouse used? Is this what he used to be funded? Give, Send, Go is like a Christian crowdfunding. That's something to really think about if I'm understanding that correctly. A Christian crowdfunding and Kyle Rittenhouse put together. All right. A Christian crowdfunding site called Give, Send, Go integrated with Kyle Rittenhouse, who was charged with murder. How do those two go together? Or just look at it, the fact that they go together. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. All right. Anyway, which showed official email addresses belonging to many police officers and public officials. The information was shared with the Guardian by the transparency group Distributed Denial of Secrets. The alleged donation from Kelly was made on September 3rd and included the comment. This is from Kelly. God bless. Thank you for your courage, Kyle Rittenhouse. I'm adding Kyle Rittenhouse in there, but that's who he's sending it to. God bless, Kyle Rittenhouse. Thank you for your courage. Keep your head up. You've done nothing wrong. And every rank and file police officer supports you. Don't be discouraged by actions of the political class of law enforcement leadership. Again, my question is,
Does every rank and file police officer support Kyle Rittenhouse in his actions? Like Kelly stated, right? That's what I want to know. Do all of you support what Lieutenant or former Lieutenant William Kelly stated? All right. That's what I want to know. After the donation came to light, Norfolk Police Chief Larry Boone said Kelly was initially reassigned to another division pending the results of an administrative investigation. He did not identify Kelly in that original statement. According to Kelly's LinkedIn page, he had been with the Norfolk Police Department for 18 years. He has been the executive officer of internal affairs for the last 2 months. In a release sent Tuesday, April 20th, Norfolk City Manager Chip Filer said he has accepted the recommendation of Chief Boone to relieve Lieutenant Kelly of his duty. Read the statement from Norfolk City Manager Chip Filer below. I have reviewed the results of the internal investigation involving Lieutenant William Kelly. Chief Larry Boone and I have concluded Lieutenant Kelly's actions are in violation of city and departmental policies. His egregious comments erode the trust between the Norfolk Police Department and those they are sworn to serve. The city of Norfolk has a standard of behavior for all employees and will hold staff accountable. In a statement to local residents, Chief Boone said he wants people to know that the department will represent and uphold organizational values. A police department cannot do, this is quote, a police department cannot do its job when the public loses trust. They already lost trust with those whose duty is to serve and protect them, said Chief Boone. We do not want perceptions of any individual officer to undermine the relations between the Norfolk Police Department and the community. Chief Boone ended his statement asking community members to continue supporting the officers of the department. Kelly is able to appeal the decision. And it's always interesting how there's always loopholes for certain people, race soldier types in particular, where they can appeal decisions, or they have little loophole outs, like they can resign and instead of getting fired, so that way they can maintain and keep a job or get another job, actually. Right? So it's always interesting how that can always happen, right? It's always interesting how things happen and how they go. So, yeah, let me know what you guys think about that. Leave some comments, if you will. And, yeah, it's getting interesting. The summer's coming. And there's going to be some things going down. I already see it coming, as, you know, based on the actions of things that's been going on, right? So I appreciate y'all again. This is What's the 411, and we'll be back in a little bit. I'm out. Peace.
Welcome everybody to What's the 411. This is the show that keeps you updated on today's and tomorrow's current events. So let's check out what's going on right now.